everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be the last video in my series of favourites for 2013. So today I will be showing you my favourite products for the face. I have chosen my favourite primers, my favourite foundations and also my favourite blushes and bronzers and highlighters. So if you're interested in seeing what my favourites have been for this past 2013, please keep watching. I've tried to make some sort of order in which I will be showing you my favourite products. So I'm going to start with a primer for the face. For most of 2013 I didn't use any primer whatsoever and I really felt like trying Benefit's Professional, but I still haven't had the chance to try it. But I was able to try the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, which came with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. And I must say I really like this primer. So here you can see it. It's obviously in its sample form and you do get 5 milliliters, so I have sort of been able to try it quite well. And I like this primer very much because it just glides on the face so easily and it's absorbed immediately. I do know it has some silicones, so I don't use this every day, just in case it sort of blocks my pores. But I haven't seen it have any effect whatsoever, any negative effect whatsoever, and it just makes the makeup glide on so well over the face, and it does give you a really beautiful finish to the makeup. So I use this when I really want a perfected finish, for example when I'm going out or I want the makeup to last all day. I must say that I've liked it so much that I have bought the full size of this primer. It is very pricey. Hopefully I will get the chance to try other primers and then perhaps I will be able to tell you whether this is worth it. The second favourite I'm going to show you is my favourite foundation, and for most of 2013 I used MAC's Face and Body, which is a foundation I really love. I must say that in the summer it can get a little bit too juicy looking, but for the most of the year it's a foundation I really enjoy wearing. It's very natural looking and everything. But my favourite foundation for the year has to be Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk foundation. I really love this foundation. I really keep it for the days I really want to look my best. It really gives a perfected finish. It's more medium coverage than MAC's Face and Body, but it still looks incredibly natural. And the finish, as the name suggests, is luminous. So it doesn't look wet or greasy, but it does look nice and very natural and shiny looking, but not in an unnatural way. So I really like this foundation. It is quite pricey, and I found it quite hard to find my colour because it was just very hard to find a stand where I could try them. And my colour is number 2. That's my shade, and I really like this foundation. I will be repurchasing it when I finish it, but it does have quite a nice amount. These are 30 milliliters, so that's not too bad really. And my favourite concealer for the under eye area is definitely the Dior Hydralife BB Eye Cream. And I really like this because it does have positive effects for the skin, so it does have SPF 20 PA++, and then it's also very moisturizing. It's very easy to put on and glide on, and what I really like about this is that it doesn't crease on me. And most of the concealers, yes, they make my area look very illuminated, but they crease quite heavily, so it makes me look like I've got more wrinkles than I actually have, which I don't really have any. I must say that if you are quite dark under the eyes, this is not really very brightening, and the shade range, I mean, this is the lightest there is and it's not really that light. So I think this is a very nice concealer to put on first, also for the properties that it's got, and then if you think you need more, you can apply a different concealer over the top. In any case, I choose this one as my favourite because it doesn't crease on me. Most of the concealers that I have for my under eye area don't really perform very well on my spots or my different acne marks. So the one that I have chosen as my favourite concealer for my spots and blemishes is the MAC's Studio Finish Concealer, and this is in the shade NW20. And I like this because it's quite thick. I wouldn't really use this under my eye area, although I imagine some people do. But it does stay for a very long time. I just apply a little bit with my finger and then I buff it in with a small brush. And it does last quite a long time. And as it's quite a small little packet, I can actually take it in my handbag if I feel that during the day I'm losing the coverage, especially if it's a particularly nasty blemish. The next category I'm going to choose my favourite for is finishing powder. And really, I don't actually use very many finishing powders because I don't like to look cakey, I don't like to look fake. And I like a juicy, natural finish. So most of the time, I don't actually use a finishing powder. In the summer, I have felt that I have needed one with Max Face and Body, just for the T-zone mainly. But the one finishing powder that I have liked and has really revolutionized the world of pressed powders is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders. And the one that I use as an all-over-the-face finishing powder is this one, which is Dim Light. Let me show you the right one. This one, which is Dim Light. And this is a nice colour that you can use all over the face. You have to apply it lightly to make sure that obviously you don't look cakey, but you can't really go wrong with the Hourglass powders because they're so finely milled, they will not look cakey, and they don't make your face look ultra matte. So when I'm talking about my favourite powder, I'm not talking about my favourite matte powder, I'm talking about the finishing powder that I think looks the best in the sense of refining the look, refining the pores, and at the same time providing a slightly perfected finish rather than more of a matte finish. Next category is my favourite bronzer, and this is quite easy because I don't really have that many bronzers. I am so pale that it's quite hard for me to use a bronzer without looking really orange. So I do use them quite lightly. I use them especially maybe for contouring and for giving a bit of warmth to the face, and also more in the summer, and in a way also to bronze my neck slightly so you don't see so much of a difference between the face and the rest of the body. And my favourite one for this year is Yves Saint Laurent Terre Saharienne. And I really like this because it's very good quality bronzer. And this is not too orange looking on my skin, and it looks very natural. So this is the one that I like. There are others that I want to try for this 2014. So I will be telling you in this new year whether I find any other bronzers that I like. Please comment down below if you do have any suggestions for me, and perhaps I'll pick them up and give them a go. Do take into account I'm extremely pale. So now we're on to my favourite blusher, and I sort of cheated slightly because I have chosen two, but they are quite different and I do use them in slightly different ways. So first of all, my favourite overall blusher is NARS Orgasm. This is actually Superorgasm, but I have had the chance to try Orgasm too, and both of them are really, really beautiful. Superorgasm has more glitter particles, but I do find that if you buff it out well, you wouldn't really see many glitter particles on your face anyway. I like Orgasm because it's a colour that really complements most eye looks. I think it's a mix between a nice pink and also golden sheen. So I think it's very flattering colour, and I mean it is many people's favourite. It is NARS' most sold blush, and I do understand why. Next, I wanted to show you my favourite cream blush, and I've only recently got into cream blushes, and I really, really like them. I like them because they look in a way more natural than powder blushes, although in some cases they do tend to last a little bit less, but depending also on your skin type. And my favourite one of the ones that I have chosen is Jouer's cream blush in the shade Honeysuckle. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's a very beautiful coral pinky peach colour, as the name suggests, honeysuckle, and it's such a beautiful shade. It's a really easy blush to apply. You barely even need to look in a mirror because you just take a little bit with your finger and sheer it out on your cheeks, and it just gives a barely there colour to your cheeks, and it's really, really beautiful and very dainty. And I do like the formulation a lot on this cream blush by Jouer. Next, I want to show you my favourite highlighters, and I must say I am completely hooked. I really, really like using highlighter, and if I remember, I use them every single day, basically. So, first of all, the one that I have been using basically all the year is MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Adored, which is also from the same collection as Rio, which was limited edition. And I really like this because it's like peach with a little bit of pink, and it does give a nice sheen, and it is noticeable. So I like this very much. It doesn't emphasize my pores, and it's really easy to apply. And last but not least, in the category of products for the face that have been my favourite for this year, I'm going to add a tool. And my favourite tool for the face is a brush, obviously. And my favourite brush is MAC's 187 Duo Fibre brush. This has really changed the way I apply my foundation. Until now, I used to use the flat foundation brushes, and you do have to work them quite hard in order not to get streaks on your face, especially with certain types of foundations. But this Duo Fibre brush just leaves such a natural finish to the foundation. Obviously, it's the sort of brush that will leave more of a natural and light coverage rather than a thicker coverage. So if you are looking for a higher coverage, perhaps this is not the best brush. But if you look for more of a light and natural finish, this really does the job all for you. I hope you have enjoyed my favourite products for the face for this past 2013, and I hope you've enjoyed all my series of favourite products. My next video will be my most disappointing products for 2013, so make sure you subscribe to my channel in order not to miss those products that really I have not liked much at all. So thank you very much for watching all the video. Please press the thumbs up if you have liked it, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!